Okay, happy today, happy every day. This is an update for entrepreneurship class. We were talking about the design of an organization, and I encourage you to email classmates and ask for the picture of the whiteboard from Wednesday's class. It was material from page 255 on the textbook. However, it included another student's business plan, and I just want to leave it up to that student if they want to share the picture with you guys. I'm sure the student will share it with you, but this is an exercise in interacting with your fellow classmates. So go ahead and shoot an email out and see if you can get the picture. Designing the organization, basically the answers are on the whiteboard. They're also on page 255. And also, you are expected to have like references ready to plug in to definitely two answers, definitely two questions in the final say, use an APA style reference, use your textbook and or a video or a peer-reviewed journal or an article. So maybe type those up ahead of time so you're not using time during the final. Said I wasn't going to say And I'll recap. So organization structure, that was where we were discussing the roles of the job and the relationship between the roles. Planning, measurement, and evaluation. All organization activities reflect the goals and objectives that underlie the venture. What we came across was we have too many goals. So the example we were doing in class tries to keep us at one goal, like not the greater vision. Sometimes we have this great vision, but we have to go to the goals, in milestone 1 or phase 1. And then even if we think ahead, which I advise thinking ahead, sometimes the more immediate activities and the more immediate things to do are the things that are higher priority. So rewards, how are people going to be praised and promoted and compensated? I discussed this in almost all my classes. I might be repeating myself here. However, I've noticed, and there's research, there's volunteers, people who don't get paid to do something that will actually do more work than people who get paid. So I've seen people who get paid to do a job and people who don't get paid to do a job. I've seen it's the same. It requires influence and influence tactics, which I want to share with this class too. I have a video. I don't know if it's on YouTube. It's definitely on DTube, influence tactics. I'll have to link that in. It's actually not general though. I don't want to confuse you guys because that influence tactics is not on your final, but it's something that's good for you to know. Damn, I said again. Selection criteria. How are you we discussed in class yesterday, how are we gonna find people to hire? What are the skills that we need? Do we need people who speak English and other languages? Do you want people who can write well, read well, computer program? And then where are you gonna find those people? The summary is, if you're looking to hire and you've seen in organizations, usually people already within those organizations try to recruit their friends that they think would be a good fit. So it is 99.9% who you know. So if you're looking for help, you ask the people you know if they know anybody that can do these things for you. That's how it works. And then training. So of the people who you're going to hire in your organization, are you going to train them on the job? Are they going to be expected to have some skills? The example we had yesterday was the software engineer is probably going to come in with their software engineering skills. They can be trained on what they need to know about the organization. But, for example, customer service reps might need to be trained about the things of the organization, the service that's being provided. So, I mean, the engineer is going to have to know that too, but it's the engineer is doing a different job. Whereas the service rep is talking to people and giving people information about your company, and that service person has to be trained on the information about your company. Whereas, yeah, it's good for your engineer to know your company and what your company's about. However, you're not really going to train them to code. I said again. Oh no. So it really was a great exercise, and I kind of regret not recording it. Next time my gut tells me to record or not record, I'm just going to record it, and then give me feedback about it too. And then also, I guess, let me know, because this was a classmate's business plan that we did the example with. So I want to know, like, if you guys are cool with me giving your, you know, I'll guess I could ask you ahead of time, but if you want me to record or not. So I guess we learned from that class. And I hope you guys enjoyed it. And take your final next week and write your paper. Yes, if you submit a draft of your research paper, put it in Turnitin, put it in the Turnitin draft. It's going to percolate a couple days. That is set to show you your results. So the Turnitin will now show you your report. However, if you want me to read it and give you detailed feedback, direct my attention to it by sending me an email or two and say, hey, Dr. Papadopoulos, my draft is in for the research paper. Please look at it. And if you guys' final is on Wednesday, I would say get me your drafts before Wednesday. Because if I get you your drafts back by Wednesday night, if Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, that gives you 4 days to take my feedback, if you want to, incorporate it, and then hand in your paper on Sunday. Yay, I think I've covered whatever we need to cover for right now. And you guys can make fun of me how many ever times I said in this video.